And that whole organizational system came out of a question. The question was, how do I get control of my life? And with each level of control, you know, each time I mapped out shopping routine, daily routine, weekly routine, gym routine, I asked myself, is there anything else I can do? Is there anything else that gets done, you know, that needs to be done every once a day, every once a week, once a quarter, once a year, that I could map out? And the answers keep coming and coming and coming, till eventually I had a system where everything's accounted for. Every single thing is accounted for. That came from my questions. All the business success came from questions. How do I make more money? What am I doing wrong? I look at someone who's successful. What's he doing that I'm not doing? What else do I have to learn? What else do I have to add? Why am I not getting the results that he's getting? What else can I take from that guy? Or, you know, how do I find another 10 grand a month? How do I get more traffic? And then the answer is, okay, I start to study SEO, right? You know, at some point in time in 2012, I started writing articles. By 2016, 80% of content was being consumed on video. 2015, I guess. I said, how do I learn video? Out of that, my YouTube channel came out. Now my YouTube channel is more profitable than my website. All those things came from questions. So you're only as good as the questions you ask yourself. And life is a series of state or focus changes. So you need to be able to constantly change your focus to something positive. And the way you do that is questions. Why am I feeling bad? What do I do to start feeling good again? Why don't I have control of my life? What do I do to get control of it? Why aren't I making the kind of income that I want? How do I get control of that? How do I find another 5 grand a month? How do I find another 10 grand a month? Am I doing everything I can? Do I want it bad enough? The answer is usually no for that, right? When you're making 10 cold calls a day, and you ask yourself, do I want it bad enough? The answer is no. Because you could be making 300. You know, can I throw volume at it? Can I throw money at it? Can I throw intelligence at it? Can I throw force at it? What do I do to solve this problem? Okay, so you see how your questions create your reality. Your questions also open you up to resources that you didn't know you had. Because a lot of people are problem focused. They're just thinking about, they have a problem, why does this happen to me? The answer is, because I'm a loser, right? When you ask a bitch-ass victim mentality question like that, you get a bitch-ass victim mentality answer. Instead of having a problem, say, how do I solve this? Oh, you know, you're having money problems? How do I make 10 grand a month? Where does the first grand come from? Right? Then you open yourself up to these resources that you didn't even know you had. All this creativity that's untapped, that you can peel from the ether, right? Just like electricity, smartphones, all these ideas were taken by these geniuses who asked the universe, who asked the divine source of creative intelligence that we can't even comprehend because it's beyond thought. Yet that's where all thoughts come from. They tapped into that through questions. So that's what you have to tap into. And you'll see that there's this massive source of resources and creativity and answers that you didn't know you had because you were asking the wrong fucking questions the whole time. You're asking victim mentality, basic bitch, boring, negative questions that most people ask, not being aggressive, not aggressively pursuing solutions. And that kept you in a wheel of negativity and mundane living. Okay, so the message here, the summary of this is, you know, get your questions together. All right, and again, I'll give you a few examples. Why am I feeling bad? What do I have to do to feel better? How do I make more money? How do I get the girlfriend I want? How do I fix my relationship? Sometimes that's going to be getting rid of the person you're with, or sometimes that's going to be fixing some stuff on your end. How do I get healthier? Who has the resources? What's the right workout routine for me to get in shape? How do I go from 6 figures to 7 figures? Who's got those resources? Who do I model? You know, a lot of the time you can ask these fucking questions into Google, you know, because Google is basically a physical manifestation of a question and answering machine tapped into that divine reality. Some people call it God's brain, but you know, a lot of those solutions you can find online, right? Let's say you're a coach like me. How do you go from 200 grand a year to 7 figures? Well, you're gonna find somebody like Taki Moore, who specializes in, you know, building 7-figure coaches. He only works with guys who are already doing 10 grand a month, right? So now you've asked that question online, and you found someone who already has the resources, who's already made the mistakes, who's already cut through all the bullshit. So to take 5 years off your learning curve, and you can just model what he's doing. I mean, there's so much data on YouTube and Kindle right now. You don't need anything else. Google search, YouTube, Kindle. You know, you've got access to literally so much incredible knowledge. You just have to ask the right questions.